So a lot of people get bullied, and actually in the States at least, it's kind of a big deal nowadays that
it's
people
in the UK,
bring up. Well, and I remember growing up and it being pretty bad for me, and it actually had like some lasting damage on me where I had to go to therapy for like a substantial amount of time because of it, because of like my self-esteem and stuff like that. What was it like for you being younger and kind of going through that? How did you work through it?
I mean, I had a couple of friends at school at least. I think the hardest thing was my primary school was that, and I never had this at the infant school I went to. The infant school was great. The primary school, I don't really know where they targeted me. I did do a play which I got paid for in my second year at that school, so year 4. And so I spent a lot of time out of school going to London and being in theatre. But I don't think that really marked me out as different. But my school, for me, I was a stain on their reputation because I was having this issue. And there was one point where they found a couple of boys had written this in this notebook. They'd written a gazillion names for me because they had a name they called me, which I'm not going to say what it was. But they'd written loads of variations on it, like 50-something variations.
Wow.
And that book got confiscated. They had evidence. And I remember we were taken to this tiny like cupboard, which was our music room. And I remember the head teacher yelling at the boys and then yelling at me. I remember I was told off. I remember being told off. And that was such a strange thing. And I found a letter years later in this like chest, which my parents bunged loads of things in, like paperwork or just stuff. And there was this letter that was written to the school, and it was basically saying there wasn't a problem when there was. So my own school did not want to do anything about it. And it was a sexist school as well, like in the sense that boys' achievements were so much more when we did school plays and stuff. I remember one school play, it was either year 3 and year 4 one year 5, year 6 the other, and it would alternate. So you do 2 while you're at the school. And the plays are always like male stories, male characters and things like that. Dick Whittington, like something called Sir Spencer and a dragon called Horace or something like that. And they didn't do auditions really. But they did auditions for the first one I did when I was 9. They didn't do auditions for the year 5, year 6 play. They just cast people. So in the year 4 play where I got to audition, I got the biggest part for a girl in that play, which was the cook in Dick Whittington. The love interest had 4 lines. I had a scene. And then the following year I was the tail of the dragon, which kind of cemented my status in that school, or what I was to the teachers, which was just no one. They just wanted rid of me. And so I took my 11 plus, which is an exam you can take to go to grammar school in Kent, and everyone else was going to go to the local comp that had a grammar stream for 2 years before people then took an exam to go to a 13 plus school. Yeah. So a school for kids 13 and up. So I took both, and I was successful in both. And I left that school. I took a 2-hour commute to get to the school in a big town, like the county town of Kent, place called Maidstone. And one other person from my school did go there, but we're in different forms, so we didn't really associate. And that was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I went to a completely different school to all those people and became so much happier for it. Like my school, my secondary school that I went to was amazing. I loved it so much.
This has been a highlight clip from the Minds of Media. The full episode was released yesterday on my YouTube page, and a new episode comes out every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my Twitch channel. While you're here, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube and join my Discord where you can be involved with our community. Thank you.